Warcraft 1 released in 1994 and was recently remastered in 2024 to celebrate its 30th anniversary. I first played Warcraft 1 when it was released on a demo disc, which only had the first 3 or 4 missions for both the orcs and the human campaigns. The remaster retails for $10 US, but it's been recently added to GamePass for PC, which is where I played it. So, with its enhanced graphics and some quality of life improvements, is Warcraft 1 Remastered worth playing? This review is going to answer that question. But first, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm hoping to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I'm nearly halfway to that goal. In my opinion, Warcraft 1 Remastered is worth $10 just for the nostalgia of the game. It's interesting to see where so many ideas and concepts for Blizzard RTS games came from, even if they are still rough. However, don't expect a modern game or the improvements to change the fundamentals of Warcraft 1. It's still really rough in comparison to, say, Warcraft 3 or StarCraft 2, and even with the quality of life improvements, it's not on the same level as those games. It can be really hard to go back to an old game, especially after 3 decades. RTS games have come a long way since then, and it can be a shock to see just how much things have changed. But before we go into everything else, let's talk about the graphics and technicals. Warcraft 1 Remastered offers both new graphics and the old that can be switched between with a push of a button. The difference is jarring, and I found myself thinking at first, yeah, that's how I remember the game looking, before switching and seeing just how different it was. For technicals, the game runs well, which isn't a surprise for such an old game, but many of the bugs and glitches from the old game are still there. There have been no changes to the AI, character pathfinding, or game balance. The game didn't crash for me, and the frame rate was steady the whole time. Now let's talk about the improved visuals. They are a bit weird if I'm honest. The entire remaster feels like it's a mobile game or maybe a flash game. It comes from the way the character models are colored in detail and the way they move across the landscape. It's not bad, it's just strange. If you see the old graphics, there are a lot to the character models that's left to the imagination, and Blizzard tried to fill in the blanks with the upgrade. It almost seems like they used AI to enhance the original graphics as much as they could before going in and adding details or fixing mistakes by hand after the fact. Moving on to gameplay, the quality of life improvements include the ability to right-click to move and attack, select multiple units, and bind groups to hotkeys. These are simple things that you would expect in an RTS, but were absent in the original. If you've played Warcraft 1, you may remember having to press the move button manually and clicking on a spot. It slowed everything down and made micromanaging an army nearly impossible. But Warcraft 1 is a hard game. It's short with an orc and a human campaign that's only 12 missions each. But what makes it hard is the fact that the balance is off. The AI can micromanage their army really well, sending groups at a time, healing them, and multicasting summons that wreck your army. But in the past, you'd be hard-pressed to match them. Even with the quality of life improvements, Warcraft 1 Remastered is hard toward the end, especially in the Orc campaign. The humans have the ability to use invisibility on their units, sending them to assault your peons every time and just ruin your economy. Summons are super overpowered, wiping out entire armies before dying. And one catapult can kill multiple units, and even your own catapults will kill your army. Pathfinding is awful, and you can't click a location too far away without having your guys get stuck or get lost in the woods. And your workers will bunch up around your town hall, which is made worse when you have to build using a road system. Warcraft 1 is this strange game that almost feels like a demo for the real game that would come later. Like how Diablo 1 is good, but Diablo 2 is better. Overall, my opinion of the remaster is that it's cool to see where Warcraft came from, but it's not really worth buying if you don't have fond memories of it. You aren't missing anything from the story, which is not really connected to the rest of the franchise. And without multiplayer and lacking much in the way of custom maps, it's a $10 game for about 10 to 15 hours of content. I'm the Casual Console Gamer, and I'll see you all in the next review.